Welcome to the 3 million starting fund solo ranking strengthening 200 million series. This episode is the 193rd round of the challenge. Next, I'll walk you through the solo map clearing strategy step by step. For equipment, we're using 4 helmets, 4 armors, level 4 ammo, Han head, warm-up statue, resurrection, and small red square. This is a good spot for an easy map, and many players don't know how to play it. Watch closely. First, after reviving, use the injection and head right. Check the abandoned tank first. If no one's there, move forward to the loading area. If the bots in the loading area aren't moving, you can fire a shot to trigger acceleration, then head to the main warehouse. Don't look at the villa. These two actions can intercept some of the movement routes from the abandoned warehouse and the loading area respawn points. If we revive at the small red house and head up, we can rule out the abandoned warehouse. Looking forward, we can check the loading area. Why do I say only part of the routes? Because we can only confirm that no one went toward the villa. So, if you want to fully clear the area, you must go to the main warehouse. If the safe in the main warehouse hasn't been opened, then you can rule out these 2 respawn points and be sure that there's no one there. See that? This player definitely revived at the loading area and turned back trying to open the safe with low risk. Most of the people you spot here are usually lone wolves, so you can confidently chase them down. After taking them out, what should you do next? A lot of players get confused at this point, but don't worry, just follow my logic. At the start, we've already ruled out 2 respawn points, so now you just need to move forward and clear the remaining 2. When you get to the northern vein and there's no gunfire or movement, it means the last team is most likely at the recycling station, so just head straight to the beacon tower. On half the map, there are only 3 teams spawning, so all you need to do is remember all the respawn points. Once you confirm the location of one team at the start, you can deduce the position of the remaining team. Reaching the top isn't actually that hard, it's all about understanding the game mechanics. Just like I'm doing here, by figuring out their position, you can run around with your knife the whole time without constantly checking every spot. After the fight at the beacon tower, I saw there was no one at the recycling station, so I planned to head up to the broken bridge to gather some intel. Then I heard the sound of the safe being unlocked, which clearly means they're definitely at the broken bridge safe. But don't rush in. First, check the direction of the stables, then look at the green belt. Make sure there's no one there before you jump over and take them out. Pause to look at the details. There's gunfire at the stables, which means someone's there, but let's deal with the one at the broken bridge first. After taking care of that one, immediately head over to the stables to deal with the next one without wasting any time. Next, pay attention to the details. When heading to the stables, we clearly saw there was no gunfire in the green belt, but as we were crossing the bridge, we suddenly heard gunshots coming from behind. That means someone showed up in the green belt area. Remember this information. To avoid getting caught in a pincer attack from both front and back, I just take a quick look at the position by the stable entrance, then turn back to check the green belt again. In this situation, you have to quickly find a breakthrough. Now that we're out of stamina, we must be extra careful about any movement or noise from the stable. Let's come over and take a quick look from the corner. There's no movement from the bot at the broken bridge, which means he hasn't gotten close. So we need to focus on the middle section of the green belt. This spot is a great vantage point from the second floor of the stable. Since we can't see anything from here, let's head up to the second floor of the stable to set up an ambush, but as it turns out, there's actually a camper hiding on the second floor of the stable. There's already a loot box on the second floor of the stable, but that person didn't fight with the one on the first floor, which means they're a duo. In other words, there's only one person left on the map now. The one who was just fighting at the broken bridge is the one who respawned at the recycling station and went up to the second floor of the stable. Don't rush to clear the spot right away. First, check all the places from which someone could aim at our second floor. If you see that there's no movement from any of them, then you can look at the middle section of the green belt. Otherwise, if you just keep aiming at the green belt, you might get ambushed yourself. Remember, before you set up directly, you must prioritize your own safety. The right way to directly aim at the green belt is to keep an eye on it in case someone is hiding and waiting to ambush me, so we need to get ready first in case they've already snuck up close to the building. That's why we jump over from the second floor here. This railing gives us a good view. I thought my decision was already cautious enough. As you can see, there was no one in our line of sight the whole time, right? The bot at the broken bridge also never revealed its position from start to finish, but just to be extra careful, I kept moving left and right the whole time. Fortunately, this habit of mine ended up saving my life. Man, that was close. I almost lost my perfect win streak. The matches we played before were all at a very low difficulty. Basically, after fighting 2 or 3 elite experts, we'd clear the map, and most of the time we'd get through the green maps without taking any damage or losing any armor durability. So now we've intentionally increased the match difficulty, keeping it just a bit lower than a normal match. This way everyone can see more real combat details. This round is also a double gold match, but unfortunately one of the golds had already been looted by someone else. If you want to have the same gaming experience as me, you can check out my advanced tutorial for version 288, where I teach you step by step how to get into low difficulty matches. It's already being updated regularly. The quality and reputation over the years are all guaranteed. Thank you all for your support if you've watched until the end. In the future, there will be even more high quality comprehensive tutorials. I'm Hunter, see you next time. Bye bye.